It is week 13, and it is finally time for the matchup you have all been waiting for. The Miami Dolphins play host to the Buffalo Bills on a user versus user game. Here in the first quarter, we'll start things off with the Bills and Josh Allen rolling out to his right, buying some extra time, eventually finds Kelvin Benjamin down the sidelines, and that's a first down for the Bills. Now inside Miami territory, it's a handoff to LaShawn McCoy, picks up a block, spins out Minkah Fitzpatrick, sheds a few tacklers, and he's into the end zone, but it is called back thanks to holding on the Buffalo center. So they're sent back basically to midfield, but they do make the most of it as Allen finds Dez Bryant over the middle. He's going to break a few tacklers and then get taken at the 1 yard line. 2 plays later, they would punch it in with the power back of Chris Ivory, and the Buffalo Bills jump out to a 7-0 lead in this one. Bills back on offense. Josh Allen being sacked by Vincent Taylor, forces the fumble as well, but Buffalo does recover. 2nd and 25. Allen stepping up in the pocket, nobody's open, so he takes off, does not slide, laid out by Raekwon McMillan, forces the fumble. Bobby McCain picks it up, returns it back to the 4, and then on the very next play, Tannehill takes the field for the first time since his return from his shoulder tear, and he finds Mike Gesicki. The Penn State Nittany Lion in the back of the end zone ties the game up at 7. Bills back on offense. Josh Allen throws his first interception of the game. This is to Jerome Baker, who's only getting time because of the injury for Stephon Anthony, the rookie for Ohio State. Now the Dolphins back on offense. Ryan Tannehill's going to take off. Crazy legs Tannehill runs out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, handoff to Kalen Ballage, jukes at a defender, and then picks up the first down for Miami. Now down to the 10-yard line. Tannehill in the pocket, finds Gesicki, taken down at the 1 yard line. Very next play, handoff Ballage, and the former Sun Devil punches it up the middle. 14-7, Miami is in the lead now. Late first quarter, about 10 seconds left. Allen throws another pick to Jerome Baker, yet again, his 2nd of the day for both of those guys. And then Kalen Ballage with an absolutely nutty run. Breaks about 3 bazillion tackles, not even exaggerating, and he punches it into the end zone on a 35-yard rush. 21-7 is the score as we move things on to the second quarter. McCoy is hit on this rushing play by Cordrea Tankersley. He had a bruised sternum. He would not return in this game. Dolphins on offense now, a little less than halfway in, or a little more than halfway into the second quarter, as Durham Smythe is hooked up there on the post, and then a long post to Danny Amendola. Now inside the red zone is where the Dolphins are on the 9-yard line. It's 3rd and 8. Tannehill gets the pass off to Gesicki, punches it in, his 2nd touchdown catch of the day. 28-7 is the score. Second half action now, starting things off with the Fins. Tannehill over the middle has Devontae Parker. He's taken down inside Buffalo territory. Move things on later in the drive, now on the 10-yard line. Rolling out to his right is Tannehill, threads the needle for Devontae Parker. It is another touchdown for the Dolphins. 35-7 is the score now, just piling it on the Bills here. 8:03 left in the third. Allen airing it up to Chris Ivory on a wheel route, who's deep down the field, takes out at the 38-yard line. Now it's 3rd and 7 at the 35. Allen steps up, fires a strike to Kelvin Benjamin, who is wide open, gets into the end zone. A touchdown for the Bills, their first since the first quarter. 35-14 is the score. Later in the third, Tannehill is hit by Kyle Williams, the veteran defensive tackle, as he throws. Ball goes into the hands of Edmonds. Bills could not move the ball, however, as they would settle for a field goal to make it 35-17. Dolphins back on offense, 2nd and 6. Tannehill finds nobody open, trying to roll out and throw it away. Instead, he is hit, fumbles on the play, and Kyle Williams jumps on it for the Bills. They take over on offense. Allen play action to Ivory, fires a strike towards the corner, finds Charles Clay, who's pushed out at the 2-yard line, and now on the 9 after a loss of yards at 2nd and goal. Sacked by Kiko Alonso, forces the fumble. Buffalo does jump on it, so 3rd and goal from the 20. Allen takes a shot for the end zone. Charles Clay in a short safety. Charles Clay does not even attempt the jump, and Trey Elston picks it off for the Dolphins. They're going the other way with it now in the 4th quarter. Dolphins on offense. Tannehill with a dumb throw, picked off up top by the safety Jordan Poyer. He's going to return it a few yards before being taken down at about the 29 or 30-yard line, I should say. So 4th and 14, Allen needs to convert as they are down by multiple scores. He takes off and he picks it up with his own legs. Slides before the contact, 3rd and 19 now. Allen, here come the ends, steps up in the pocket to avoid the pressure, finds Kelvin Benjamin, 1st down Bills. They're in Miami territory. 6:03 left in the 4th now. Allen, nobody open, so he checks down to Tyler Croft in the flats, and he is laid out by Cameron Wake, forces the fumble, pops out into the hands of Xavier Howard. Dolphins recover. They would go down and miss a field goal, but then tack on a field goal later in the game. So the final score on this one is 38-7, as really nothing else happened in that 4th quarter. So 38-17, I should say, is the final score. Dolphins come away with the win in the first matchup of the season between the two user teams of the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Dolphins are now 12-1 on the season atop the AFC East. Bills still in 2nd place, and then behind them are the Patriots in 3rd place. All 3 of those teams still have very legitimate shots at the playoffs. As far as the stats on the day, Kalen Ballage had 12 carries for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. The best running back in the AFC East keeps it going. Kenyon Drake, 8 carries, 71 yards. Receiving game, Kelvin Benjamin had a great day fantasy-wise despite not getting the win, I should say. 9 catches, 196 yards, and a touchdown. Mike Gesicki only had 3 catches for 23 yards, but 2 of those were touchdown catches in the red zone. And then William Hayes, Robert Quinn each had 3 sacks for the Dolphins defense. Dolphins defense had 9 total sacks on the day as the Bills line continued to struggle on the season. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of Miami Dolphins football. Don't forget to tune next time here for week 14 as the Dolphins, still at home, play host to the New England Patriots for the 2nd meeting of the season against the 3rd place team, the AFC East. Last time Brady lit up the Miami defense, but they were bailed out. The Dolphins, that is, were bailed out by the fumbles of the Patriots. This time, they might not get so lucky against the Pats. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I'm saying goodbye.